I remember when I was in secondary school, and then leadership position was usually given to the big people, the big people with big stature could that were perceived as people that could, reign in authority and make things happen, that students could actually listen and obey in school, right? And I used to wonder that also leadership is a factor of how big you are. And being someone with a very small stature, I always wondered how I could fit in, because there are times that decisions were made and I just didn't agree with it, and I had different perceptions about how things should have gone. Hello, my name is Esther Adomi Festus. I'm an entrepreneur, and welcome to Influential Leadership. So today I will be talking about what influential leadership should be. There is a quote by Ken Blanchard, and the quote states, "The key to influential leadership today is influence, not authority." Now, Ken Blanchard is a leadership and management expert that highlights that influence is more important than authority. Influence is the ability to impact others' ideas, actions, and opinions. Influential leadership is a management style that involves three basic things. 1. Building relationship. 2. Empowering others. 3. Communicating openly to achieve shared goals. Leadership is action, not position. I'm going to share a very brief story. There was a point in my life where I always had ideas on how leadership positions should be, how things should be done by leaders. An older friend, and he said that where you see a problem, you don't point fingers and say, that person should have fixed this, this person is in the position to fix it. You ask yourself, can you provide a solution for this problem or to this problem? And that is what leadership is about, providing solutions. And you provide solutions by relating with other people, by communicating properly with other people, by influencing other people to be leaders. Now, let's talk about the three basic things. The first one, building relationships. I know today lots of people still have an understanding that unless you are placed in a leadership position, you have no business claiming to be a leader, which is very wrong. So there are different forms of leadership today. However, if you want to be an influential leader, then you have to know how to build relationships. Apostle Joshua Selman will say, relationships are currencies. You don't just throw them away because you think this person has a problem. You find a way to relate with this person. Now, the first way to build relationship is you listen to understand. Not just to prove your point. You listen to them, to their point of view, to why they're saying no to you, to why they're saying yes to you. You listen to things they are not saying. And you engage in meaningful dialogue, showing empathy. And basically, empathy is you putting yourself in others' shoes. You appreciate their experiences and emotions. And another way of building relationship is focus on building based on shared values and common goals. I understand that there are instances, there are situations where you meet people or you have to relate with people that you do not see things the same way, you do not have the same perspectives. However, you need to find shared values. So if you guys are working on a project together, so you may have different approaches on how to make it work, but you need to find something for you guys to hold on to together. That'll be like an anchor for you to work properly and achieve excellent results together. And this will foster collaboration and trust. Now, the third way to build relationship is investing time. Invest time to nurture relationships. Very important. Now, this requires effort and commitment. In my previous video, I mentioned something about how relating with humans is tasking as it is. And it is. Even our politicians will tell you it's not easy to manage humans, to lead. And it is true. I've been in leadership positions over the years when I was in school, and even right now at the moment, I'm currently even leading my own business. And I can tell you, I work with a team of people that most of them are way older than I am. And being an African, you can imagine how that could go. It could easily go sideways in minutes. But you have to learn to nurture relationships, spend time with these people, get to know them. You must have a positive mindset. Always have a positive way of approaching situations. I always tell my team that if there is something we need to do, no matter the obstacle, no matter the challenges, we go ahead and get it done. We recognize the challenges that are there, no matter how long it will take us. We go ahead, make the appropriate plans, make sure that we are well prepared. reach out to whoever we need to reach out to, and get it done excellently. Now, we are not perfect. I am not perfect. But the important thing is we recognize these things and keep growing to become better. Number 2, empower your people. Empower your team. After you are being intentional about building good and great relationship with people, then you need to start empowering them. And this basically is where you have to make sure you do not have trust issues. Because you are going to have to delegate tasks to people that you are wondering, I asked this person to do one thing, I has not even done it. How will this person be able to do another thing? But that person is not doing the one thing you're asking them, probably because they do not understand what exactly you mean, or they do not even know how to get started, or they do not even know where to go from there. So there could be a number of reasons why that person has not gotten the task done. So that is where your emotional intelligence has to come in. Have a conversation with this person. What is the problem? How can we assist? How can we make sure that we do not have a recurrence of this problem? You need to establish foundation of trust. You need to be transparent and approachable by your team members. You need to encourage them to express their beliefs. Now, I used to say something that when you live in a world where people will tell you, oh yes, I encourage you to talk to me about what is going on, but they do not accept your opinions. Yeah, talk to me about your ideas and concerns, but they shut it down the minute you say it. But as an influential leader, even if you're going to shut it down, you need to make them say reasons why that is not going to work. And you need to be very genuine about it. Now, for one, you should not be with a team that do not want the growth of your project. You should not. So that is where we come about with shared values, that your team members should have shared values with you, right? So that is why they should be able to express their ideas, because they may have ideas on how things should run that you may not even see it. In my church, there is one person that, sincerely, is not one I would delegate a task to, right? But is one I can trust for his ideas. As a leader, you need to get to know your people. Know their strengths, their weaknesses. Know where they need support, know where they need guidance, and provide it when necessary. Know the right resources each person needs to function optimally. And just like children, you don't raise children the same way. You get to know each child, their peculiarity, and then relate to them like that. That is actually what influential leadership is about. If you want to actually lead as an influential leader, then these are things you need to do. You need to get to know your team. Delegate effectively. Don't just give the ideal person a task that you know they don't have the capacity to do. Leave the idea to the ideal person. Leave the task to the task person. So you need to get to know your team. Then you bring about collaboration and mutual respect. For you to empower your team, you need to create opportunities for them to grow and embrace their mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. It is inevitable. So you need to allow them to make their mistakes. And when they make the mistakes, be there to give constructive feedback. People will only relate with you well when you make them feel good. Now, I'm not saying condone everything they do. I'm not saying condone their mistakes. I come in the mode of, okay, I see your struggles. I know you can get this done. Now, let me understand what the problem is and let's find a solution to help you get this done. Rather than you don't have the ability to do it, you are always wrong, you don't listen, rather than nagging. I personally do not like hearing murmurings or complaints. Then you have to encourage your team members to keep developing themselves. You have to create opportunities for them to learn and grow. A lot of people do not realize that they are not growing. And as a leader, it is your duty to make sure that your team members grow. Now, I'm not saying all these things should be done suddenly, but of course, as a leader yourself, you need to keep growing, which is you need to keep understanding these processes, apply them to yourself, and then teach it to your members. 3, communicating openly. Now, one major issue we have in this part of the world is the fact that people just believe other people can read their minds, and that's it. Yeah, you know what you should do. No! You actually need to be very clear on what you expect and what you need them to do. You need to say it as often as possible. Especially in this day and age where distractions are everywhere. You need to be very clear on what you expect from your team. Use simple and concise language to avoid misunderstanding. Make sure that what you're saying and your actions provide clarity and consistency. And this is even important, especially during challenges, during changes, when you are trying to bring up a project that has not been in place before, when you're trying to bring up policies that will change the way things are being done. Then you need to communicate properly, clearly, understandably, and consistently. You need to say it as much as possible, as often as possible. Yes, you will get tired because you are repeating yourself. Yes, you get frustrated because you are saying the same thing over and over again. But that is what influential leadership comes with. You're here to impact lives. You're here to help people become leaders. You're here to make excellence the order of the day. And this is what you need to do. You need to actively listen, engage, tailor your communication to their perspectives. Now, if someone believes that I do not have to dress corporate before I get things done, and someone believes that, oh yeah, you need to dress corporate to put you in that mindset to get things done, they're both right, depending on the situation. However, you need to know how to tailor your communication to get your excellent results. Of course, the other option is you can go ahead and say, I'm going to get this done by myself, and I bet you are going to get burnt out. And of course, that means you are not practicing influential leadership, because influential leadership is about building other people. As you're building yourself, you build other people. One important quality I always say about leaders is integrity. You cannot downplay the importance of integrity. Integrity is very, very important as a leader. Your team needs to be able to trust you. They need to be able to know that no matter what is happening, they can bank on you to bring up a solution. But at least hold the team together. You do not have to be the best. You don't have to be the greatest. You don't have to be the richest. You don't have to be the finest. You don't have to be the one with the best qualities. However, you need to be the one with integrity and the one that is willing to grow, that is willing to impact others, that is willing to influence lives, that is willing to get excellence as the result of whatever you're doing. And I hope that I've been able to shed some light on what influential leadership is all about. Thank you once again for joining me. And please share this video to leaders in your space. Let us know what your mind is on leadership. What challenges have you had? One of these is we bring leaders on board from different aspects of lives to share their personal experiences so we can learn from them, real life experiences. Let me know what your personal experience has been as a leader. How do you think you are a leader? Do you think you are grooming yourself to be a leader? What do you think leadership is really about? Please like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's nice to have you here always. Have a nice day.